from Clarkston, Michigan, the greatest city in the world. It's the Jose Aliaga Show. Jose Aliaga knows everyone. Get to know him as he interviews some of the most fascinating people from the greater Independence Township area. And now, broadcasting from the studios at Clarkston High School, the home of the state champion Wolves, here's Jose Aliaga.
Welcome to the Jose Aliaga Show. Today we have a special guest. She doesn't need introduction. She's well known. She's a local celebrity. You know, I bring today a celebrity because I want my ratings go up. You know, I want more of you guys watch this, you know. And I'm glad because my Facebook actually is going up. I have more likes, all that. But today I have a special guest. Her name is Julie Day. Julie Day works in the Lighthouse. And probably you already know Julie Day, but she's here right here next to me. How you doing, Julie?
Hi, Jose. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. I hope you like the introduction.
I loved it. I am not worthy. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
Okay. It took me a long time to get Julie here. For several months, I was, email back and forth and calling her, have an interview in her office to convince her to come here today. So I'm glad she's here today. But today we're going to learn more about the Lighthouse. Tell me, what is the Lighthouse? What you guys do?
Lighthouse is a nonprofit organization. It's been around for about 30 years in Pontiac. We have a couple programs right now that we are working with. Mm-hmm. We have what you call is the emergency services. Mm-hmm. And then I work as a self-sufficient coach. And mm-hmm. what happens is when a client comes into the emergency services, mm-hmm. Basically that client is looking for utility help, mm-hmm. rent, food, ID, any kind of barriers that they're going through, and we will assess them and then we will try to help them with resources. Mm-hmm. Once we do an assessment, what mm-hmm. happens there is if we know this client is underemployed, what happens is then I will come in mm-hmm. and do again another little general assessment, and what we'll do there is we'll see, what are their skills, what can they do, why are you underemployed. We just mm-hmm. started digging into their past and what's going on. From there, we'll figure out that if they need a resume, we can help them with a resume. We can get them email address, and then we'll start giving them some job leads. Pretty much all we do is the resource side of it. They pretty much do all the work. I mean, they have to reach the benchmark. And so and then I do the financial side of it, because obviously if they're underemployed, they're having financial issues, and so that's where I come in and I call it my coffee can budget, like coffee can budgeting. So
if somebody's watching right now and says, oh wow, I didn't know about this, and I want to contact Julia, what Lighthouse has offices in Oakland County?
Right now we have two offices, one in Pontiac, which is right on Woodward, and the other one is in Clarkston, which is located on Sashaba. And you can go to our website and you will get the address and the time. And
okay, so we have in Clarkston offices.
Yes, you do.
Oh wow. In Sashaba Road, you're right,
yes.
Next to that, it's close to
You have not been there?
Well, I went to the Starbucks is right there.
The Starbucks, yes. So you need to go right next door.
Yeah,
okay,
of course.
yeah.
But Julie, you work in the one in Pontiac, right?
I work in the Pontiac one right now, and besides, we have a pantry, mm-hmm. we have the emergency services, and then we have the self-sufficient program. Those are the three programs right now that we do. We do have a PATH program, which is called, and those are, mm-hmm. it is a shelter mm-hmm. for young moms and their children. Mm-hmm. It's a 2-year program where they can come in, and in that 2 years, they will be able to again, go back to school if they need to get their education, mm-hmm. to get a job, to reassess themselves, to whatever barrier they're going through, then we will help them with resources to get them to be self-sufficient. That is basically the main goal with that one.
And what is the one of the biggest issues right now that you dealing in Oakland County right now?
Well, at this point, for myself in the program that I'm mm-hmm. working with right now, I am dealing with quite a bit of the reentry program, mm-hmm. the reentry citizens. Mm-hmm. There are quite a few people that are coming out of prison, mm-hmm. and if they're on parole, what happens there is they come out and they have 90 days in a transitional housing. And in that 90 days, they need to get their state ID, they need to find employment and get an apartment. Now, 90 days is a short window for somebody that maybe has been in prison for many years. So that's a huge, huge barrier to hurdle over. So basically what we've been doing now is, so when they come in, once we find out that they just come out of prison, we will do an assessment, and then again, depending on some of the restrictions, we will get them an email. Once we can get an email address, we can get some resume. Then once we do the resume, we can start doing some job leads depending on the restrictions of their parole. We definitely assist with ID, which is their state ID, birth certificate, and Social Security. Unfortunately, they are coming out of prison without any state ID, and as far as you know, when you come out of prison without any ID, you can't do anything. You can't even go to a nonprofit without a state ID. So that's another huge barrier, which then takes almost, I would say, 3 to 6 weeks just to get their ID.
And why they cannot apply by themselves, go to the computer and apply,
Well, okay, well, first of all, depending on the restrictions, sexual offenders can't have any computer access. So that's none. Now, I do believe that they have to be registered at Michigan Works. There's some kind of program with Michigan Works that they can get access, but again, it's limited. So, but they don't have the resources either. I mean, to get state ID, you have to pay. Well, they don't have the resources, so that's another barrier. So those are the, now I believe, my understanding is in prison they're supposed to be getting some kind of ID. Now I'm not sure exactly what's happening. The prisoners are supposed to initiate it. I believe there's a fee for this, but some of them don't want to pay for it, whatever. I don't know what where the ball is being dropped between the prison system and by the time they get out of prison. But they're definitely coming out of prison without ID, which is a huge barrier. So that's another one. And then of course, if you've been in prison for 10 years, I mean, things have changed. If you've been in prison for 20 years, I mean, what's a cell phone? What's, computers?
Right.
So that's another barrier for our clients too, especially again, the ones that have been in prison for quite a few years. They need computer skills and they don't have any. So that's something else we try to do. We'll sit with them. It's a one-on-one because you're teaching them, click, right finger, left finger type of thing. I mean, we are talking back to the basics. Transportation is another issue. Unfortunately, we don't have the greatest transportation. So where we have kind of been a little bit resourceful is the Oakland County Sheriff Department has been kind enough to give us bikes. So what I do is we'll try to find jobs that they can get on a bus line, get to a certain point, and then they can get off that bus line and get on their bikes. So that's another thing we've been doing. So we've been really creative with trying to get them around. Bus passes certainly does help, but those are it's rare because if we have funding, we'll buy bus passes. So those are some of the barriers.
I see. And how you get your funding?
Funding is donations. Majority is donation. We do have some. I guess there are some federal government grants, local grants, but donation is definitely the main source, especially for most nonprofits. It's donation.
So donations for corporations or private sector.
Yeah.
I mean, or regular people can donate, or
anybody can donate. If you anybody can donate. If you've got yes.
Before I forgot, people probably forgot. No, I don't want people to forget, but I want people to take a note. Do you have a website or something that people can?
Yes. www.lighthouseofoakland.org.
Oh, it's right there. www.lighthouseoakland.org.
Yes. Yep.
It's right there, and then people can find more information.
Yes,
about
everything's on our website. So
Okay.
if you have, we certainly, obviously monetary is definitely something that all nonprofits can use, but volunteers another thing too. We're always looking for volunteers to help out in our pantry because we serve about 8,000 families. So.
But if somebody is wondering, what can I donate? Can you specify what you guys can
well,
take?
definitely. Okay, obviously monetary.
Right.
Monetary.
Money.
Yeah.
Currency.
Yeah, currency.
Okay.
Currency. Dollare.
Okay.
So food, definitely. Food is a huge.
Food.
Yeah, food.
Would you-
Toiletry. That's another
Okay.
thing too. The food pantries don't necessarily give out toiletry, but toiletry is huge. That's toothpaste, toothbrushes, laundry detergent, women's hygiene. I mean, those things are all definitely a huge need in that. What else can you donate?
Clothes?
Clothes, yes.
Okay.
Now, we don't have...
Books?
Books. Oh, yes, books. Books. Yes, definitely books. Okay.
Okay.
So, yes, definitely, if you would like to donate books, I have a bookshelf because a lot of our clients don't have internet. So, we have a bookshelf in our foyer, and where it says, if you read me, take me home. And so I can't keep books on there. So if you, and it doesn't matter what kind of books it is. I don't care if it's from a 1970, mechanic book. It goes. So from children's to anything that we will definitely take books and give it away free.
Now, if someone right now watching, a lot of people watch, by the way.
Yes, lots,
Lots,
millions.
People watch. It's so rich everywhere. Online. I mean, sometimes I know people are watching even in Peru, Mexico, Brazil. I can tell you.
Yes, okay.
Because we're in YouTube, by the way.
Yes.
Because somebody not call me
How about
wrong.
Canada? You in Canada?
I have to look. I have to talk to Matt.
Really?
Scotland, but because probably Canada. I mean, I don't know.
We're not that far. We're only 30 minutes from the border, and you're not even televising on City TV.
Probably. Probably.
CBC?
But likely. Well, I know that people watch it to YouTube. I see them up in the United States, I know in Peru, Mexico, I think Ecuador and Colombia too. Yeah, because I got the Facebook page and people put comments. But so if people wondering right now, says, hey, I want to donate something I have, this summer, I want to donate to the Lighthouse. They just put in their truck and just drive there. And
Yes, go to door.
The protocol?
Exactly.
Knock the door.
Yeah, pretty much knock on the door. Door D. If you go to Lighthouse
in Pontiac.
In Pontiac.
Okay.
Actually, you can donate in Clarkston too.
Okay.
Yeah. So Clarkston definitely you can donate. Just bring it in and they can give you a receipt saying thank you for our donation and all that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's that's simple. It's not
very simple. Yes.
Just walk there, knock the door, hi, whatever, and
yeah. Definitely, yes.
Oh, it's very,
yes. Less is more. Simple.
Simplicity.
Simple,
yes.
Simplicity.
It's efficiency.
Efficiency. Yes.
It's good. It's very good to know that. Now, so that's the main issue about the people that get out of jail or prison that is dealing with some of these issues. And what is the second biggest issue that you have right now besides that?
Oh, okay. Well, obviously, employment is huge. Transportation is definitely a big issue for our clients, especially in Pontiac. When you have a community that has lost some of the infrastructure that they used to have, I mean, certainly is another barrier. I'm a huge person that believes education is an equalizer. When you educate your community, and you have a stronger, better community. When schools sometimes perform less or below state level, then these are the things that happen. So so we really need to get back to what is the core causes of that. And I'm a huge education is a big thing.
And the Lighthouse provides something for education, helps or something that way?
No, not in that aspect. Actually, there's quite a lot of nonprofits that do help out to get their GEDs. I know the library does, and there's quite a few other organizations that do that, but unfortunately we don't. Now, we do have a computer room that we will allow our clients to come in and use the facility to help out whatever they need. So if they're getting their GED and they got to get on there and download their homework, then by all means we will certainly help them facilitate that. But we don't have any special classes and stuff like that. Our main focus is getting them out of that emergency stage, and that's like I said, it's the DTE, it's the consumer's gas, it's their rent. We do get clients that, unfortunately, if there are fires and all that, we will help them with food, hotel stay, and clothing, whatever we can get them. I mean, anytime a client is in some kind of crisis, that's what we usually try to support on every level that we could possibly think of. I mean, we'll always try to find somewhere, somehow.
No, and it's good. It's good. I hear the Lighthouse for many years. They have been helping several people.
Yeah.
Good successful stories where it's turned somebody who didn't have the support, and then you help them, and then now they success. I mean,
right. It's that hand up.
Right.
Yeah.
It's something that helps a lot of people.
Right.
I mean, right now, when somebody don't have a job, don't have a clue how to start,
right,
you bring the resources, the information,
right,
and the person can start for something instead don't have any knowledge or any information about how to start. So
Exactly.
it helps.
Yeah. It's overwhelming. I mean, I just think about when, we're overwhelmed and we have the capability of, to try to maneuver and to have someone, coming out of prison after so many years and just go, okay, go get a job.
Things change. It has been changed so fast.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely huge. So, so I can see that. I can see that, and I don't think it's rocket science that what we're doing. It's quite simple.
Yes, very simple.
But it's huge, and so if we could provide that service, it helps out.
Yeah. Once again, can you guys put again the website, because I know this topic is very important for the people in Oakland County. The website is there, and we have location from the Lighthouse in Clarkston on Sashaba Road, next to the Starbucks right there. On Sashaba Road right there is the Lighthouse, and I think that a lot of people that want to help, contribute, donate anything that you have, that will be helpful, because it's going to help a lot of more people that need it. And that Lighthouse and Julie Day is going to be helping more people with your donation. And our community have demonstrated in the past that we are very caring for others, and we like to help people in our community. And the Lighthouse is here in Clarkston. So, you guys have a telephone number or something that you?
Telephone number is area code 248-920-6000 or 248-920-61,000.
Okay, all right. Okay, Yuli, it was very nice to see you again.
Well, thank you. It's always a pleasure seeing you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm very happy you came finally, and I'm happy to know that you are helping a lot of people every day. And thanks for what you do.
Well, thank you
so much.
Thank you for what you do. Thank you for giving us this platform. Appreciate it. Thank you. Gracias.
Nada. And that was all for today. If you want to be in the show, in the Jose Aliaga Show, you can follow us on Facebook. The Jose Aliaga Show. If you like my show, you just click like and put a nice comment. If you don't like my show, don't put any negative comment, please. And then you can call us too at 248-736-7163. You can call me anytime, and we can get the time, and we can set up the interview for sure. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye-bye. Adios.